Go to the settings of the product flyer and enable Price Depends on Quantity. Let's enter several quantity ranges and specify coefficients as we did in the previous lessons. When selecting Type of Price Dependence on Quantity coefficient, a new line appears. Apply coefficient to options. Let us look at what this means. We specified the following conditions: range from 10 to 50 with coefficient of 1, and range from 51 to 100 with a coefficient of 0.8. What does this coefficient apply to? In the previous lesson, the unit price was €1. That is, for a print run of 10 with a coefficient of 1, the total print run cost was €10. A print run of 60 units cost €48 since the coefficient 0.8 applied. But now the unit price is formed in a more complex way. For example, price per unit plus paper type option value plus lamination price multiplied by quantity equals total print run cost. If type of price dependence on quantity coefficient is selected, then the formula looks like this: price per unit plus paper type option value plus lamination price multiplied by quantity multiplied by quantity coefficient equals total print run cost. Accordingly, for a print run of up to 50 units, the coefficient equals 1 and does not affect the price. For a print run of 51 or more units, the coefficient 0.8 is applied, which reduces the total print run cost. The quantity coefficient applies only to summed options and adjusts their values in the same way it affects the base price. Is that a problem? Let's find out. The paper used for printing, selected via the paper type option, has its own cost price. When significantly reducing the cost of printing services using the quantity coefficient, we are also reducing the cost of paper. At some point, the coefficient may reduce the paper type option value so much that it becomes lower than its cost price. In that case, the company is operating at a loss, including paper in the product price calculation at a rate cheaper than its actual procurement cost. Let us fix this. We will exclude the paper type option value from the effect of the quantity coefficient. For convenience, let us rewrite our formula not in a single line, but like this. When apply coefficient to option is enabled and for all is selected, it means that the quantity coefficient is applied to all options. Then our formula looks like this. As you can see, each line of the formula is now a component of the product price calculation. Now we can easily solve the task where the quantity coefficient must not apply to the paper type option. In this case, our formula will look like this. Select Apply to Lamination and to Lamination Type. Do not select Paper Type. By doing so, we exclude the paper type option from the effect of the quantity coefficient. Save the settings. Disable Price Depends on Quantity. Go to the Quantity section and review the subsection Dependency on Options. Enable it and add a rule. With option values, we can change the allowed quantity ranges. Select the Format option, element A5, and specify the quantity range from 100 to 500 with a step of 10. Add the rule. For format A4, specify a quantity range from 50 to 200 with a step of 5. save the settings and check on the website. A5. Print run from 100 to 500 with a step of 10. A4. Print run from 50 to 200 with a step of 5. That is, the quantity settings are now not fixed for the product, but are a dynamic parameter that can change depending on the option selected by the user. Let us look at an example. For the product flyer, an option printing type has been created with two elements, offset printing and digital printing. For offset printing, specify a quantity range from 500 to 10,000 units. For digital printing, specify a range from 1 to 500 units. Check on the website. As a result, depending on the printing method selected by the user, the available print run range changes automatically. Use these capabilities to flexibly configure your products.